And of course, the makeup man who did the Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees makeup, loved me ever since because he's been trying to get on the cover of Famous Monsters his whole career. So
Cool.
anyway, this was my first Spooky Encounters, was my first um, Chinese horror movie, Ham, my first horror action movie. And I was just, this is so great because I understood that the Chinese had a very specific horror vocabulary. I mean, we got our horror movies from somebody from Bram Stoker who stole it. He took the. I mean, go back, show those covers again, for if you wouldn't mind, Fat. No, no, not those covers, the book covers. Sorry about that. Blood Demons is my favorite horror movie because Blood Demons, I did a massive amount of research as to where the legend of the vampire came from because it didn't come from Bram Stoker and Dracula. It was there had been a lot of other vampire movies long before that. So Blood Demons is an action novel about the history of vampires, and most
Mm.
of the vampires, almost all the major vampires before Bram Stoker, were women. They were not men. Bram
Hmm.
Stoker, being the snotty Englishman, oh, we can. And also, it's just like the great males of early Hollywood. In the beginnings of Hollywood and in the beginnings of Hong Kong cinema, the women did everything. It wasn't until the men, realized that they could make money out of this, and this wasn't just for kids and single women, that they moved in. And Bram Stoker did that. Instead of taking the true legend of the vampire, he turned it into a guy, and he turned
Oh,
it into a
that makes sense for a lot of the Italian films too in the 50s and 60s. A lot
exactly.
of women.
Yeah. But the men always took over. And so be that as it may, here Samuel learned it all from his grandparents, his grandmother, and also he knew the great legends. I mean, you picked up on that, Fad, about all the different people who were possessing him during this. These are
Hmm.
all these are not Japanese demons. These are Chinese demons. And yes, Chinese films were very heavily influenced, especially Chinese action movies, were heavily influenced by Zatoichi and Baby Cart. But when Sammo plumbed the depths of their own legends and myths and lore, he created a new energy, which you all notice.